Alright guys, back with another movie review. This time we're taking a look at the first MCU movie of this year. We're talking about Captain Marvel. And just letting you guys know there are going to be spoilers in this video, so if you haven't seen Captain Marvel or anything, go ahead and click away now if you don't care about spoilers, or if you have seen it, then stick around and let's talk about it. So right away when this movie started, it started with the Marvel logo, but instead of like the usual superheroes, it gave us all of the Stan Lee that was in the MCU, behind the scenes stuff, cameos, all that jazz, and it said "Thank you, Stan" before the movie started. I thought that was incredible, and it almost made me start to tear up a little bit. Also, his cameo in this movie was really good too, and it made me feel good. So this movie isn't like your typical origin story, as they've mentioned before. She's already got her powers, and she's on Hala, the Kree world, and she's training with Yon-Rogg, Jude Law's character, which, if you already knew his character and you've read the comics, then you know what's coming. But yeah, they're training, they go out on a mission to fight the Skrulls on a different world, and yeah, they get into a battle with them. The Skrulls capture Carol, although in this movie, for the time being, she's known as Veers. Anyway, they capture her and read her mind, and they figure out that they need to go to Earth to find some lady that she doesn't remember seeing because she has amnesia. But she escapes and crashes to Earth in a blockbuster in the 90s. First off, I'd like to say the 90s references in this movie are great. Also, I'd like to say the de-aging on Sam Jackson and Clark Gregg is really good. At first, it's kind of weird because you can kind of tell, but after a while, it blends, and it's done really well. Everything about that is done really well. Also, Brie Larson and Sam Jackson really bounce off each other really well because they have some good comedic moments in here. Ben Mendelsohn as a villain, he's really great. He's just a great actor overall. I love seeing him in movies. One thing about Brie Larson as well, her and Sam Jackson do have some quippy moments, but Carol kind of has more of a stoic nature to her, but that's because, like, it's been hammered into her head so much that, like, don't show emotion, it's a weakness. And, like, she'd get in trouble for showing that type of stuff in front of Yon-Rogg and her team. But she begins to loosen up over time, and by the end of the movie, she's smartassy and quippy, and after learning that everything she knew was a lie, she is more comfortable in her own skin, which is great, and I like to see it. It's a good progression to see from what they hammered into her to her just being herself, remembering her past on Earth. Speaking of remembering who she was on Earth, the flashbacks to her on Earth, I really like seeing, from the beginning, you see, like, her being attacked by a Skrull, which is a fabricated memory, and she doesn't know what's real throughout this whole movie until she learns that Yon-Rogg, Jude Law's character, was the one that attacked her in the beginning instead of a Skrull, killing a lady that she looked up to a lot, and her getting her powers from an explosion. So, the flashbacks of her remembering her past and then learning the truth, I really like that, and I honestly love the story overall, because I think Kevin Feige said in a statement that, there's good to a species and there's bad to a species. In this movie, we witnessed a expectation subversion, because we all expect the Skrulls to be, this evil race, but we see Ben Mendelsohn's character Talos fighting in a war because his family was missing and he's trying to find them. And Captain Marvel helps them, and it's really nice. I liked her Captain Marvel suit, especially the blue and red one. The Kree colors was a nice uniform, but I really liked that she changed it to the blue, red, and gold. I liked the cat. I kind of liked how Fury was just like kind of obsessed with Goose, the cat. I didn't think that the cat stole the show, though. That'd be really weird. But I thought Goose was really cute. I thought it was really funny that Fury was just like in love with him. So that was really funny. One thing I was kind of weird about, I thought it was funny, but I was wishing for more. I don't know how I feel about Fury getting his eye scratched out from Goose, and that being how he lost his eye. I don't know, I was just kind of hoping for more, because, we hear from Captain America the Winter Soldier, last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. Here, I was thinking it was going to be like some big battle with Carol trying to save Nick, and like she says, "I need you to trust me," and then something bad happens and he loses his eye. That's kind of what I was thinking. I thought the cat scratching his eye was funny. I don't know. Am I weird for thinking that I wanted more? Something that was kind of jarring at first was there's a fight towards the end with the song "I'm Just a Girl" playing in the background. At first, I'm like, this doesn't really fit that well, but as the fight went on, I'm like, okay, it kind of fits. I can dig it a little bit. Oh, the actress who played Maria Rambeau and her daughter Monica, I thought they were really good actresses as well. And in the future, I'm kind of hoping that we see more of Monica, like the grown-up version of her, and she becomes the character Photon. That'd be really cool as well. But yeah, and then at the end, Carol flies off to find the Skrulls a new home. We learn that her call, because Maria Rambeau's call sign on her jet was Photon, so that's why I was thinking like Monica could use that as her call sign when she becomes a superhero in the future. But we learned that Carol's call sign in her jet was Avenger, and that's why Fury named it the Avengers Initiative. So that was another thing I thought was pretty cool. The first after credit scene, it's basically an aftermath of Infinity War, which it seems like it might be a scene that actually might pop up in Endgame. We'll just have to wait and see. Her suit was different and her hair was longer, so I mean it makes sense because it's been a while since she's been on Earth. But I'm curious to know how she got a new suit. The second after credit scene was just funny. It was just for shits and giggles. It's Goose coughing up the Tesseract on Fury's desk, so yeah, it was funny. And yeah, I really liked Captain Marvel quite a bit. I heard some people say it was kind of middle of the road. I really thought it was good. I really liked it quite a bit. It wasn't as good as some Marvel movies, but then again, there are some Marvel movies that just can't be topped. But I thought this one was really good, and I can't wait to see more of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. And as an overall, I think I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. So that's another movie review down the bag, and I hope that you guys like these, and I hope that you want to see more. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to look out for more, and I'll talk to you all next time. Take it easy.